Well, okay then, talk about a plot twist. So let's discuss live streaming for a second. This is a medium that's becoming more and more mainstream with each passing year. There are indeed live streaming stars who are known across the world, and most prominent of them all is, without a question, Richard Tyler Blevins, more commonly known as Ninja, who kind of became a huge star after Fortnite. He kind of just rode that wave, and he's, without question, the most well-known streamer in the world right now. He's got a mainstream presence that others don't quite have. So, recently, he took to Twitter to make a rather interesting announcement. And I'm sure many of you have heard of this by now. So in a video here, he announced that he is going to be making a complete shift from Twitch to Mixer. So here's the video in question. It's kind of corny, kind of really cheesy, but it gets the message across.
I know this may come as a shock to many of you, but as of today, I will be streaming exclusively on Mixer. I know. It's exciting.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, the handsome guy in the front.
How is this going to affect your gaming abilities?
It really won't. It's the same me, just a different platform. Yes.
What are you most excited for about this change?
You know, I feel like this is a really good chance to get back in touch with my roots and really remember why I fell in love with streaming in the first place.
What does that mean?
Right here, please. I don't got much time left. Ninja.
Yes.
Hey, thank you. I was wondering, what does a switch mean for the future of your hair?
You never know.
I think these other ones are just skits and nothing informative.
Wow. I mean, that was one of the best questions I've ever been asked. Wow.
And
any other questions?
product plugin, Red Bull, sponsorship, obviously.
How will this affect your win-loss ratio?
I really wouldn't worry too much about my win-loss ratio. I'll be just fine.
Okay, so yeah, I think that's all we're gonna get. Basically, the two bits of information we're getting is it's just gonna be Ninja streaming on a different platform. And then he talks about how he wants to get back to the roots of streaming, but let's get real here. He was offered a shit ton of money, and that's the only reason he's making that shift. Now, what is Mixer? Mixer is a streaming service run by Microsoft. That's pretty much all you really have to know. It has a lot of similar features, but it's kind of gone under the radar. It's just been kind of a blip because Twitch is obviously, it's got kind of a monopoly over the streaming landscape, and Microsoft's tried to get in with Mixer, but they haven't had much success. But all of that changes with Ninja going exclusively on Mixer. Now everyone knows what Mixer is, whereas before people would hear the term Mixer and they'd go, wait, what is that? In fact, I myself didn't really know much about Mixer. I've heard of the name float around once in a while, but I didn't really know much about it until this all happened. So that just goes to show just how important this is for Microsoft to get their own streaming platform on the surface level where, a mainstream audience can find out about it. A lot of people can start feeling more confident about hosting their own streams and their own streaming channels on Mixer. This is a huge game changer for Microsoft. This is a huge blow on Twitch because they just lost the most prominent live streamer in the world. So yeah, this is making a lot of headlines. And then there's another video here where he once again talks about the roots of live streaming or something.
What's going on, everyone? So I have been holding on to this for quite some time, and I'm just super excited to finally let everyone know. Obviously, I'll be streaming on Mixer full time now, and I'm honestly at a loss for words. I'm freaking out in the best of ways, and I'm really just excited to finally. I just feel like I'm gonna get back to the streaming roots, and that's what it's all about. So I love you guys.
No, it's not. With all due respect, Ninja, I don't know what that means. Going back to the roots of streaming. What he's really, the real reason he made that shift again is because he signed some kind of deal and he got so much money out of this. He got a shit ton of cash, and nothing wrong with that. That's within his prerogative. But let's not pretend it's about going back to the roots of streaming. It's about money being exchanged. That's an important clarification. This is just going to be Ninja, like he said, on a different platform with way more money than he had before. And here we have Mixer and Xbox responding to this. Mixer obviously is head over heels. They're over the moon about this. Xbox, who's also a subdivision of Microsoft. Yeah, Microsoft is over the moon right now. And they scored big time. They struck a blow on Twitch's jugular with this. And we'll see where this goes. Now Mixer is a legitimate competitor to Twitch, though I wonder whether they're going to be able to maintain this kind of attention long term. You know, this kind of initial burst is great and all, but will other streamers feel confident about signing up to Mixer, and will Mixer keep rising with this big move, or will it stagnate, is the interesting question. But yeah, suffice to say that this announcement is a huge boost for Mixer. Right here, there's a tweet by Mikey saying, wow, the power of Ninja. He announced the switch to streaming on Mixer, and it's #1 in the App Store right now. Indeed, it's, risen above the likes of YouTube and Gmail and Instagram to become #1, because a lot of people who watch Ninja will now want to check him out on this new streaming service. And so again, this is Microsoft getting their platform on the radar in a very aggressive move that probably cost them quite a lot, but in the long term, it's probably going to be worth it. So here I want to take a look at Ninja for a second, because he's had a major rise and then kind of something of a lull. So he was at his peak back in March 2018, when Fortnite really gained prominence, and he maintained like hundreds of thousands worth of subscribers. His max was at like 250,000. He did pretty well in May 2018 as well with 231,000. And then it all just kind of started going down and down and down, and right up until here, where he had like 15,000 subscribers. So attention-wise, Fortnite's kind of been... It's been holding steady, but it's not as huge as it once used to be. Attention's kind of going down. And same with Ninja. He had this period of great prominence, and now, people know Ninja, but they might not tune in as much as they used to. But now with this announcement, Ninja's also getting a lot of, obviously a lot of news coverage and stuff, so it helps him stay relevant. Right here, for example, he talked about how over 100,000 subscribers have been redeemed so far on Mixer. So, he's already doing a lot better than he's been doing lately on Twitch. But the important thing to note about that is that these are free subscriptions that people are being allowed to claim. But still, Ninja's name carries a lot of weight. The fact that 100,000 people already subscribed just like that to this barely known, or to what was before a barely known live streaming platform, that speaks volumes to the marketing prowess that is Ninja, and that's really what this is all about. Ninja gets a boatload of money, and he gets to put Mixer, Microsoft's streaming service, on a pedestal, and cash is exchanged in the middle there. Now here's something worth keeping in mind about Twitch that might give Mixer an edge down the line, that might secure a long-term future for Microsoft's platform. So here's something that Philip DeFranco tweeted that speaks a lot about the future possibilities of Mixer. He tweeted, quote, exclusive deals have been long-term detrimental to some creators in the past, but they didn't have the size or notoriety of Ninja. Plus, given the current frustrations part of the Twitch community has now, it could be the beginning of a migration to, or at least dabbling with, Mixer. So, for those who don't know, Twitch has been getting into a lot of kerfuffles lately because of how they've been handling their terms of policies and all that. Essentially, some content creators there, some streamers have done some things that are questionable, and Twitch decided to ban them, and yet there are other streamers out there who have done similar things, but they don't get the ban hammer or whatever it is. They don't get any penalties. And it just goes to show that Twitch clearly has some bias for certain users. There's a preference there. There's a selectiveness to how they carry out their terms of service and all that. And that's caused a lot of frustration because a lot of streamers don't know, what kind of behavior will constitute a ban and all these different elements. And so with Mixer now coming in as a forefront competitor to Twitch, we could be seeing a major migration to Mixer if indeed the Twitch community is that unhappy with the current state of Twitch. This could all actually be a very good thing for streaming as a whole, given that now Twitch has competition, so they'll be forced to improve how they handle the community, how they handle, terms of service and all these different elements. They'll be forced to step it up, otherwise Mixer might very well take over, because they're now on the map. They're now a legitimate threat to Twitch because they secured Ninja. Microsoft managed to garner mainstream attention to their platform. It's kind of making headway now. And if Twitch doesn't respond in kind, they could very much lose this battle. But it's all going to depend on, how Mixer continues to develop from here on out, how they take advantage of the attention they have right now and just keep extrapolating on that. We'll see how this goes. But yeah, Twitch needs to start communicating better. They need to start being more fair about how they carry out certain policies, and they need to just step it up, lest people get tired of Twitch, lest they get sick of a platform that a lot of people are feeling just doesn't care about the community, and that could indeed result in some kind of major migration. And, Ninja being the prominent figure he is, a lot of people might want to follow his lead. A lot of people will feel more confident to follow suit in that direction as well, especially if it feels like Mixer has the potential to be a better platform than Twitch and mitigate a lot of the frustrations that the Twitch community currently has. So all in all, from a business standpoint, this is a very aggressive and pivotal move on Microsoft's part. In one fell swoop, they have become the biggest threat to Twitch, and I think in the long term this is going to be a good thing because, well, Twitch is not going to be the only streaming platform, and they're not going to be able to get away with whatever they want because now they have competition, and it'll force these two platforms to outdo each other and to essentially treat the community with maybe more respect. This kind of competition is what will kind of keep each of those platforms in check, because if something goes wrong in one, they might lose a bunch of users and they might go back to Twitch, or if Twitch keeps at it with their current course, they're going to keep losing people to Mixer as that platform's elevated. So it'll be interesting to see how this will all pan out long term. So yeah, there you have it, folks. These are my general thoughts and opinions on Ninja shifting course, going from Twitch streamer to Mixer streamer. I'd love to hear what your take is on this out of the blue development in the comments below. With that, I would like to end this news update and discussion video. Thank you for tuning in. To be further updated on all things gaming news, reviews, and discussions, stay tuned right here on Yong Yeah. I'll see you guys next time. Yong out.